Okay, yeah. So the one show that was an interesting one. They approached me about that late on. Actually, they were looking for a theme, and they really wanted to change gear at 7 o'clock at night. You know, it was a new show, and they wanted to sort of the news had been on and all the serious stuff, and now it was time to relax and put your feet up and go for the rest of the evening. You know, they wanted something that really changed the gear of evening viewing. And at first, they didn't ask me to do it because I'd done the news music. They were a bit worried that I'd sort of just make it sound too newsy, maybe. I don't know. But so they didn't approach me to start with, but then obviously they did. So and they said, can you put some ideas together? And so I started throwing lots of demos in at them, thinking, "Oh, this sounds like a really great job. I've got to get this job. Got to get this job." So I came up with some sort of ideas like this, for example. Oh, and this was another one. So these are all demos for the one show, basically. And that one. So they all work as pieces of music, and but the producer, his name was Doug. He was amazing, and he said, "No, it's not quite got it," you know. And he kept talking about something that it's got to be about people, you know. He said, "I need it to be about people," and so you know, we were getting quite close. And then he said, "It's got to work at 7 o'clock at night. You know, we got to, we know it's got to sort of work as that switch over." So I thought, what I'll do is, I put a mock-up together of a junction at 7 o'clock at night. So it came out the news, and so this is like you'd imagine it on TV at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Safety on holiday. Travelling abroad may come at a price. Get the real story tomorrow at 7:30. Now on BBC One, Watchdog. So
I put the sort of junction together like that, so they could hear what my demo would sound like in situ. And they said, "Oh, that's brilliant! You know, that's given us a real sort of insight." They said, "Tell you what, you've got the gig, but we won't pitch it anymore," because there were other composers putting ideas in as well. And 2 or 3 other people. They said, "Well, you've got the job, but it's still not got the sound right, you know." So then he had another chat to them, and then he played me. He said, "I've got this song that I really like, you know. It's got a great sound. It's this one."
Would you go to bed with me?
So lo and behold, it was like, I said, "Oh, I did that. That's me, you know." And he said, "No way." And he said, "Can you just make something like that?"